just wanted to do some quick maths with y'all if you wanted to. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so B Roots is posting about Teddy Bear again on X, and
Uh-huh.
he's saying it's gonna do. He's saying it's gonna be the next Shiba Inu and all this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Do y'all know? And I believe that
You
as
you
well.
you, you want to know how? You want me to tell you how? Can I tell you how?
Yeah, I was just wondering the maths on
Okay, cool.
what did
So so
Shiba.
so what? Yeah. So whenever you wrap a token up on when you wrap tokens, right? You take ink and you take bear. That's and you pair it. That's one wrap. And then you take atropa and die, and you wrap that. That's still one. You take both of those tokens and wrap them, and you have four tokens in one liquidity pool. Technically, one liquidity pair. That's two wraps, right? Then you take pulsex and pulse and pair that, and then you take atropa and pdi, pair that, and then you pair those two together, and then you pair those four tokens with those other four tokens. Boom, you got 8 wrappings. The blockchain on Ethereum does not track value past 8. So Richard Hart, 4 years ago, made liquidity pools that he wrapped 8 times with value in them. He has now unwrapped them, and they were labeled a scam, right? So they labeled them a scam because for whatever in their algorithm on block SEC, which is funny, the name, once it hits a certain level of security risk, they label it a scam and they do not track the value, even though there was real value there. So he's gone over there on October the 11th, or no, I'm sorry, April the 8th, went over there and he unwrapped it. He unwrapped them all the way to where he could start trading in that pool. What does that mean? That means that they literally 2 days later, Spark DAO took over the MakerDAO protocol pretty much to start minting DAI, right? So they have their own minting press where they can trade against nobody and no one can see the value that's going on because it was designed that way. On pulsechain, when you wrap something to the 8th layer, you can't see it. It's our 8th layer, quote unquote, doesn't exist. It makes our chain technically a private 8th layer. Atropa is just an implementation token, which is like it's a stable coin because it can take any token and it can take a one DAI and gives you one of its token. It can take one Ethereum and give you one token back, and then it puts it in a filing system. And since it doesn't want to create double the value on the blockchain, it sticks it on the 8th and 9th layer. Now, if that adds it to its market cap, it doesn't seem like it does, but it depends on if it unwraps it and pulls it down to a layer that matters. Now, every layer, it's just like when you're think of it like market cap, Hex, right? When you put $1 into Hex, you raise the market cap up by 1,000, right? Because when you put $1 into Bitcoin, you raise the market cap by 40. When you put $1 into the dev can decide how much the dollar moves the actual market cap. That's why they say its market cap is fake, right? So Richard Hart is essentially going to prove that liquidity itself is indeed two, not made up, but can be leveraged in such a way that whenever say if someone comes to buy Teddy, right? It's paired with the Atropa heavily. To buy too much of its liquidity at a certain period of time, Atropa will unwrap. When Atropa unwraps one of those very deep layers, instead of that cell pushing the price down, it will unwrap an 8th layer that's worth hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, which will essentially hit the market cap and the liquidity pool at the same time and give them their sell. So it's literally leveraged liquidity. So in the 8th layer, $1 is technically worth like 500 in theory, right? Because it's wrapped up so many times. Depends on how he wrapped it. Because if he did it the way that I think that he did it, in the way that we've seen him do it, he took DAI, like a dollar of dye, like real like dye, and a dollar of mock dye, which is a real dye dollar. And then he took another stable coin. He took sorry, and then he took two more stable coins, which would be valued at $2. It should be 1-to-1 value. And he said no, it's worth $1. And then he went behind that and he took two stable coins that should be at that point, since he's like leveraging it down, it should be worth $1. He's like, nope, that's worth 25 cents. So he's like literally. So whenever you think, so whenever, so it now he could put that. Now if they put that value on the actual blockchain, it would show up as the correct value. But as soon as it unwraps, it would that what sorry, that 25-cent token unwraps, it's actually going to be $4 worth of a token, not 25 cents of one token. It's literally going to be $4. So he's like literally leveraging the blockchain in a way to literally make, front run. The whole idea is to be able to front run market cap for eternity, pretty much. Because the issue, the problem that we ran into with Bitcoin and not Bitcoin, well, yeah, Bitcoin itself and then other blockchains is that sorry, this bitch. The problem is that whenever fiat was being used to onboard, fiat itself can't be put on the blockchain. But what happens whenever you put $1 into an ecosystem, you have to mint a liquidity pool. You literally just you mint two dollar value tokens with no real backing, right? So that's why DAI itself went to a multi-collateral DAI, meaning it needed to be backed by actual collateral on the blockchain. USDT has put nothing but debt inside the ecosystem, and so essentially what they're doing is they're de-risking themselves against USDT, right? So they can burn it out of existence because they can continue to mint DAI and burn it, because they can swap it one for one. So they can literally de-risk and de-leverage and get rid of all that extra value that doesn't need to be there. And they can literally set it up in a way to where they can leverage the entire ecosystem against itself, pretty much, just like you can leverage a market cap. That's a lot of information. I don't even know if he's talking about that, but that's major alpha. I've had a few AMAs that I've talked about it. You can go to my Twitter and find them, where I go into a little bit better detail, and I break it down. I did one with Axis Alive not too long ago, so you can watch that. That was, I think these guys said it was a really good one, so that might be a good start. And then there was two more on my Twitter page that are also really good and also alpha related.
Yeah. So what are the X's? So just in terms of like a purely mathematical equation, what did you do? What was it, a 40,000 X or was it 100,000? I don't even know.
Oh no, we talking about what did X? You're talking about PDI?
Shiba Inu. When
No.
first went,
it did right around 1,000,000 X.
1,000,000 X. Okay,
So
so
it's gonna be very tough for Teddy Bear to do 1,000,000 X, but it probably is. It more than likely is, because it's tied in liquidity to everything, and it's so illiquid right now that
its all-time low. From its all-time low, that would put Teddy Bear right around half a
2
penny?
trillion. I don't know. What would I wonder what its market cap would be?
It'd be insane. But,
yeah, exactly. Welcome to blockchain. Welcome to Richard Hart's insane. Now I'm telling you, this is going to be the most expensive blockchain, the most used blockchain, the most expensive, most used, what saves us all from governmental fucking oversight and governmental rule. They've created a monster that can fight back against the monster of fiat. And we're doing it with community and sentiment. They're doing it with government and holding a gun to your head. It's two different scenarios. Who do you think's going to win that battle?
No, and I think the group that we have here, and there's a lot of other very intelligent people, like you said, Access and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we can all feel it, you know?
100%. It's here, man. It's here.
We can feel it.
It's yeah. I knew, but B Roots is definitely. I don't know what B Roots knows or doesn't know. I'm sure he doesn't give y'all all the alpha, but I'm sure that he's probably right near. He's probably thinking what we're thinking, or he's seeing what we're seeing.
You don't know nothing about it, but you still hating on it. That just shows how fucking dumb you are. I can't stop.